Uh, these are the
Do you
same
think
kinds
that
of people that are always there.
the artistic mindset is actually the stereotypes of it is actually correct? That the pretensions of being an artiste often lead to a lot of
There's a
psychological
difference
problems.
between an artist and an artiste. A lot of the people
Of course.
who take the role and want to claim I'm a poet, I'm a this. I was just on Twitter before we were talking, and there was some bad doggerlist that I guess liked my whatever you do, you fucking Twitter me or whatever, and I'm looking at her poetry and I'm like, oh God, this is such shit here, and that this is someone who liked me or whatever, put me on their friend list. I don't know even remember what Twitter does, but uh, and it's like you look at, they're not really artists, and so when we talk about the artistic stereotypes of the Sylvia Plath and the romantic poets and this that, there are certainly some of them that are like that, but the vast majority of these people are not Hart Cranes that are going to jump into the Caribbean Sea. They're going to be Wallace Stevens types or Dan Schneider types who are just otherwise, putting aside the artistic stuff, are your average people who either, in Wallace's case, was an executive at a company. My case is a blue collar guy, uh, and but and I said this before, a lot of people think that they're artists because they feel things deeply. We're in a culture now and a time where people think they talk about their truth. If I feel something so deeply, it must be true. I know that I was raped by a Bigfoot at 6 and had to give up the Bigfoot baby to aliens to go back to Zontar. People believe this shit. I've talked about this crazy woman who I knew years ago who thinks she had a near-death experience and now can control electricity and talk to God and angels and stuff. And every post that she puts up that I see gets more elaborate and insane. Pretty soon she's going to be, fucking, who knows, I'm trying to think, ISIS.
Who was that wacky woman you interviewed a while ago?
Which way?
That wacky woman who thought that she was communicating with the universe.
Oh yeah. That was a woman who, I think that was.
They should probably get together.
Yeah, yeah, I know, and sometimes you don't know when I do these interviews. You don't know just how off the wall some of these people are, because they when you write something you can sound a bit more sane, but then you actually get to that person and they start without any filter, and it's like, oh boy. But the same is true in the arts and this play.
I think you make a correct distinction though between artiste and artist, in the sense that most of these people, Jess sends me these things all the time where from these past threads of these wackos you've had on the E-list that you've communicated with. And I don't really care, but I would say they're more correctly labeled artistes than artists because they can't even control their own life, let alone their art.
Yeah. And some of these people you can tell by not having humor. Just a couple of nights ago, I was on Twitter and I was just looking at the debates over this gun control shit. And I'm someone who I don't really give a shit. I've never had a gun or fired one, but generally I support the constitutional amendments. But being able, if you're a raped woman and you want to carry a pistol in your purse, so in case a rapist jumps you, that you can blow him away, I'm for that. And I'm for, if a hunter wants to have a rifle or two that they can go out so they can kill deer or whatnot, okay, and they've got a license, fine. But you don't need anti-tank missile launchers. You don't need these repeating round. There's absolutely no reason for that. But I was watching all this stuff, so I started just putting these humorous replies, and it's so easy because even though I'm a writer, I mean, in a different life, I probably could have been a Robin Williams, because once I get on a roll or whatnot, it just doesn't stop. I've just channeled that creative energy into something deeper and more lasting than stand-up comedy. But I did about 30 or 40 replies to some of these inane things, and this one fat woman, and it's this really nasty fat woman replies to something. She had replied to something, and I replied to it too, and then she replies back to me, and it was something about Jesus Christ, and I made a comment, something like, wouldn't it be more profitable, if you didn't rely on the words or actions of a 2,000-year-old dead Jew? And she's like, you can't use a word like dead Jew or whatnot. And naturally, the person with the least sense of humor, it wasn't one of these right-wing gun nuts. It was a left-wing PC liberal or left-wing nut job type. And she thought she couldn't even spell, I forget which word. There was a word that she used that is a single word that she broke up into two separate words, which could be separate standalone words. And I told her that she misspelled something, and she's like, no, I didn't misspell anything. You just have no comment. And she's saying, fuck you, and whatnot. And I mean, it went on for about 10 or 12 things, and I made her look like such a total and complete ass that she blocked, I guess, me, the thing. But it's like, these are the kinds of people. So they're not only in the arts, they're everywhere. And years ago, when people would talk, politicians would talk about the wisdom of the masses, the common people, the internet has proved that's utterly ridiculous. Most people are fucking stupid monkeys. And, if you wanted to have a good argument about having a benevolent dictator, just look at the fucking internet.